Hey everybody, welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. Oh, it's Tuesday before noon. Not sure exactly what time it is. But anyway, I have a small break in the action and I wanted to go ahead and do session number 4 of Waylon and my strategy that we call the retirement plan. And I'm also calling it the redo. I already did it once. As you guys know, it went 95 in a row. We lost the 96th. And now I'm doing it different. I'm not doing the big lays like I did. Although I suspect, by me not doing the big lays as part of recovery, when you lose some of these, this probably won't make it 95. It could. I'm going to do everything that I can to recover differently, the way people had asked me to do it, and so that's what we're doing. Okay, so this is going to be session number 4. We're 3-0. Let's see if we can get through it. And all right, we got a 6. We come out with a $1.50. First thing you got to decide to do is whether you're going to hedge or not. I think on that 96th I got beat. I did not hedge. And I probably should have. But anyway, we're going to do 225 on the 9. Save ourselves 75 bucks if we get whacked. And also, you know, it's still 150. So let's go ahead and do that. And there's the 7. So now that 225 protected that 150 because we got it on the 9, not the 10. All right, so that takes care of that. Let's pull these off. There's a 4. Now we'll put them back on, and this time though, I'm going to go flat out 300 on that 4. That's a lay. That's to protect this one. And a 4 hits. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Now we got work to do. All right, so we lose the 300. The 4 gets hit. This comes over here. We still got to get a point. But this is only the 150. This is not even laddered. Okay? It's not laddered. And the smart thing to do on that 4, I won't go up to the big lays like I promised. But just putting this thing out regularly and winning 30, 40, 50 bucks and grinding is, to me, it just ain't the way to do it. So since it's a 4, I'm going to leave that by itself, just to recover on this one. All right, it's sort of, you have to. There's the 7 and it recovers. I'm sorry, that's just the smart thing to do. Okay, so that 150 gets 150, and now we're recovered. We're even. We ain't made nothing. But let's see here. What the hell? What have I done here? I'm not 200 down. Oh, I lost 300. That's where it was. I should have threw odds on there. Dadgummit. My bad. Alright, that would, oh my goodness. I thought I was just 150 down. That is totally my bad. And that's another thing. Boy, when you're at the table, you can make a middle blunder. You know, just because I'm doing this live on a video, you can be live at a casino and make that same blunder. I mean, it happens. So, anyway, I'm 150 down because of the 300. So, in that case, now we get to go ahead and go up to 3 and do this. Alright, there's an 11. I'm still going to ladder. There's a 7. But I'm not going to come out with those huge lays. There's a 10. So now we're going to come out with 300. We're going to go 600 lay on that 10 to protect that 3. Okay, there's the 7. That protected that. That's twice we've been protected. Alright, there's an 8. Let's do it again. Alrighty. Here we go. There's a 9 that comes over here. Now what we're going to do is we're $150 down. So now what we're going to do is come out here. You're forced now, without just laying that, you're forced to get multiple hits somewhere. You're just freaking forced. But remember, we're $150 down. Alright, so here we go. Okay, there's a 5. We're going to lose 30 but get 70. Alright. So we lost 30. So we're going to pick up 25, 35. We're going to pick up $40. Yeah. Alright. We pick up 45. So we're still almost $100 down. This plug in at 300. Would that give us? We have to plug it with 250. That give us 50. So we're not quite there. We got to make another roll here. We have to do it. We have to leave that exposed just a little bit longer. Let me put my $30 back. Okay, there's a 6. We lose this, but win 70. Alright. Alright, so that's 44. That's 80 of that 150. See what I mean? Now you gotta grind it if you don't do it like I did. Now we need another one. It means we just have to stay on the table that much longer. And there's another 6. So we lose that, but we get 70. And let's see where we're at now. Eight is still the point, by the way. Now we should be able to plug it. I think we can go ahead and plug now. 250. At 250 it went 350, so we're going to get 50 either way on this one. I think we'll be okay. There's a 5. There's an 11. Nah. There's a 4. Another 4. Back-to-back hard 4s. Hard 8. That's the point. Turn that 9 on. There's another 8. There's the 7 out. You lose this, but you win 300, so there's 250 plus 50. I think we've recovered now, but see how long that took? How much longer they were exposed versus just that 7. If I would have caught that 150 and I laid odds on that, I'd have already been out of it. But that's me, man. But this is how you wanted to see it, so here's how we're doing it. So, all right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 75. There's 200. And there we go. We're back to the good. $21. All right, here we go. And these are going to be much longer videos now too. There's a 9. We'll do the 150 here. And I'm going to do the 300 on the 9. That means I'll get 50 if that 7 comes. We've been saved twice now. Twice. There's an 8. Alright. There's the 7 out. Alright, in this case, it's a $5 net profit. I've got, there's 100, 135, 40, no, 100, 25, 130, 145. It's a $5 net win. So what I'm going to do is take the $5. All right, we're going to turn everything off. All right, everything goes off now. Because I'm being lazy. All right, everything is off. There's a 10, and now it's still off. Okay, it's still off. All that is off. The lay is on and that's on. This is not even there. Alright, just so you know. Alright, good number. 4. Now, take our lay back. Now we turn everything back on. Alright, we got 150 here and 150 here. That's just an even Steven if the 7 comes now. What we need is a 9 or a 10. That would be really nice. There's a 5. Not so nice. Anyway, we lose 15. We'll get 35. And then we're just going to start adding to the pile. But now we get to cover 1, 2, 3, 4. We get to cover that 4 with 100. So now we're going to get 50 either way. There's a 6. There's a 3. There's a 5. Oh, shoot. There's the 7 out. Alright, so we lose that 100. But we get this 150, so there's 100, there's 50. So we gained 50 on that deal. Alright. So now we're up 95 bucks. Alright, so here we go. There's an 8. 150. Let's go naked just in case this loses. I want to show you something here. What I'm gonna do. There's a 9. But we made it out. So I'm up about 95 bucks at the moment. 95 bucks. Okay. Yeah, 95 bucks. There's an 8. That's the point. We don't care. We lose the 15. We get 35 for that. Alright, that's a $20 net. So we're up about $115 if my math in my head is doing right. And then we're going to put, I think we put 125 as a plug. And we're going to get an extra 25 on top of that. We should be getting to the point where we can quit. Should be. So here we go. Turn this on. It's an 8. Now it doesn't matter about that puck. These are both on all the time. There's a 3. Now I'm trying to figure out. Oh, this moved over to the 9. Oh, that point hit. I got you. Some point hit. Now we're putting that on. Oh, there's ding. That means I got a call. There's a 3. I may have to give it up anyway. There's a 6. We need a 9 or a 7. There's a 5. There's the 7. Lose this. We get 150. There's 125. Let's see where we're at, because I think I got to go back to work. Oh, boo. All right. There's the 150. Let's see where we're at. Now, it's, you know, it's between the 102, but now doing it like this almost makes me want to not even try to get to 2. Just because, you're exposed so much. I'm going to try. There's 125, 35. That's 140. To me, I need to get over 150. So I'm going to try one more shooter. But you see, it keep doing it without the way that I was doing it. Keeps you on the table longer. This is my opinion now on it. Keeps you on the table longer. You have to fight longer. Your wins aren't adding up as quick. And, it's a snowball thing. But I think the strategy's stout enough that we should still be okay. There's a 2. There's an 8. Alright, we're going back with the 150. And this time, I'm going to put the 300 on the 5. Therefore, I'll gain $50 if the 7 comes. You can do a 5 or 9. And that's okay. And the 5 hits. Wouldn't you fucking know it? Wouldn't you know it? Alright, so this gets hit. Now we gotta fucking grind now. So there's 150. We need 300 here. So here's what we're gonna do. Watch this shit. We're gonna go 125 here. We're gonna plug that 5 because I need 300 here to help recover that 300. I need it. So we're just going to take a win here. We'll come out naked here. No, I'm not. I'm going to go 600 on that 10. It forces you to make different moves, man. It's harder doing it this way. Alright, so here we go. Alright, there's the 5 to start with. So, first of all, this loses. Okay, this gets paid 175. So let's do that first. Alright, so we picked up a quarter on that deal. But remember, we're down 300. Alright. Alright, this moves to the 5. This is the lay. That comes off. And now there's my 300. Oh, you don't know how much I want to leave that sitting. But I'm not. Let's do this time. Let's do this. Let's do 120 on the 8. This is a Wayland one. Let's do 120 on the 6. This is recovery. It's just a different recovery. Alright, here we go. There's the 7 out. Alright, so we're going to lose 240. But we're going to win 300. So we're going to pick up 60. But we still got a ways to go. Alright, so we'll put that back. And now, let's get a new number. There's an 11. There's a 4. I would have been recovered by now. Let's go 300. Let's just bring it out. There's a 4. That's very good. Alright. This is the point right now. And you guys know I'm not putting big lays on there. But with a 4, this 300 right here would get us back. Alright? Because it's a 4 or a 10. I think you fucking have to. I can go back out here and try to grind it because it's a 4. You know? But if I leave the 4 exposed either way, you know? So, but I'm gonna, golly, I hate doing this. This is against my better judgment, man. Because we're so far down. This is not how I would normally do it. Alright, so, 4 got knocked off. Turning everything on. Coming out. There's a 5. Alright, this moves to the 5. We lose this, but we get 70. Alright, we picked up 40. So we're still pretty much woefully down. Alright, if we take this back, like normal, and you can plug that. I think you got to go for another one. There's an 11. We're going to get 30 here. Alright, I think you got to go for another because it's a 4. It's the only reason I'm doing it, but that still ain't how I want to do it. There's an 8. You go here. 8 wins 70. Alright, now let's just plug everything and see where we're at. Let's go. What are we doing? We're doing 200. Alright, let's make 50 more either way. Let's see where we're at. There's an 11. There's the 7. Boy, I would have been already good. Boom. I think you're going to find this out over time. That my way is the better way. Alright. 7, so we lose this, but we get 300. So there's 2. We get another 100. There's 3. Let's see where we're at. There's worth 100. Alright. We're right back where we was because we got hit. See how much longer we have to play this? Okay. So, I gotta go do another one. There's a 4. You're just on the table way too long. Now, the good thing about not hedging, if you're not going to go big lays, if you're not going to do it, then if you don't hedge, you can't go 300 down here and only have 150. If you just do it this way, if the 150 goes down, now you can go up to 300 and you're not so far down. So, really, I probably shouldn't even hedge it now for that reason. Okay? I hope y'all understood that. I think it's better not to get hit on a lay and let the 150 go down so I can ladder to 300. Then a couple hits you can get back to square. You know what I mean? Easier and faster. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, there's a 10. My 10 probably got smacked anyway. Alright, now that goes there. Alright, remember, we just really one more good little run and we're good. Alright, stay away from the 10. And we did, we got a 5. We missed this one. This gets paid 35. Like so. Bring everything down and now we get the plug. We're going to be in good shape. Plug with 100, we're going to get 50 either way. There's the 7, we lose this, we get 150. There's 1, there's 150. I think we're going to call it now. There, 205 bucks. 206 bucks. That's tip money. And we got some VIGs in there. Let's do 30 bucks. I shouldn't have any more than that. Alright, get the bags. That's 100. We'll go 50 this time in fun. I've been slighting that a little bit. Let's go 25 in excess. You can do these 2 bags any way you want. And there you have it. We're 4-0. Now, I don't have my clock running, but I promise you this is at least twice as long to do it this way. And so, here's my thoughts so far on 4-0. Although the different recoveries work, okay, we're 4-0. I think sometimes, even if you want to recover the good old-fashioned way, just let that thing play out, or however you want to recover, anyway but those big lays, because that's what everybody's afraid of. I think still sometimes, if that DC goes to that 4-10, I think you're compelled at that moment to go ahead and lay that puppy and to try to get even, because what we're seeing over the last 4 episodes is we're seeing us have to stay here so long, and the longer you stay, the more DC is going to get hit. The more hits you try to get out here, the more that's exposed. You know what I mean? And then when it gets hit, if you start going too deep, you're going to get into trouble. I think this is what I foreshadow. You're going to get into some trouble that you might not be able to get out of it. I think John over Pro Crap said it one time really well. You can't take any strategy, and play it flat and expect to bail out of trouble. You just can't. But I think we'll learn that as we do this. But right now, folks, we're 4-0. Let me see how long it took us this time to get there. It took 26 minutes, y'all. Hell, this is almost 3 times as long. Anyway, 4-0. Till the next time, be great. See you, bye.